Freddie, your fur is everywhere. It's even on my laptop. How did your fur get on my laptop? Fred, you can't leave your fur everywhere. It will destroy my computer. I know. Must be so hard being you and so beautiful, isn't it? Fred, fur everywhere. You gonna pay for a new MacBook Pro? You making enough money to buy a new MacBook Pro? Hello, y'all. Greetings, Belgium. Are there already ads on this live? I did not know they put them up so early. I thought they would give you ads on a replay, not on the live.
YouTube trusts you now.
YouTube trusts me now to put ads on my lives, or they just want more fucking money? YouTube doesn't do anything that will hurt their bottom line. We know that. Wow, I just got oh my god. I just got such a big update on my computer and my taskbar is full.
Of what?
Just like icons. Like, look at this. I used to have like 5 down here. Now I have like 5 gabillion. Hello, Fred. I'm just doing some cleaning and prep. I am very exhausted, y'all. Hi, Alabama. I went to sleep yesterday at like 2:40 a.m. It was a very bad decision, but I was like, I have to develop some recipes. I have to pull together a grocery list for myself so I can get my shopping done on the weekend so that when Monday comes and I'm in bargaining, I don't have to worry about being able to shoot first thing Tuesday because I only have 3 days to shoot and then I'm off on Thursday night for our flight. I just feel like so stressed out right now, and I'm so tired, and the only reason why I don't look like death is I've already put on some makeup because I'm shooting a video for work, so otherwise you would see me look absolutely fucking exhausted, which is how I feel right now. Yes, deep breath indeed. Fred is here. Fred, you can teach us how to deep breath. I'm still struggling with saying no to assignments that have already been assigned to me. I'm like struggling with it because I just feel like, oh, that means I'm not doing my job. But like, I have to factor in my union activities as part of the job because management honestly doesn't have to make it so intensely tiring for us. The fact that they are making it so tiring for us makes our jobs harder. And in turn, makes it even harder for me to do my actual job at Hearst. Imagine if they could just negotiate with us like reasonable human beings instead of corporate profit-churning machines. How much easier I would have right now, not having to stress over union activities and work. I could just stress on work only. That would be great. That would be so lovely. Right, Fred? Right, Fred? Everybody give a shout out to Erin who cleaned the house while I was out doing shopping today. Thank you, Erin. Making my life so much easier with those acts of service. Hi, Freddie. What are you doing, Freddie? Look at you being such a gentleman. Such a good gentleman. One could say you're the best man, because you're not a man. His chair can't be in the kitchen when I'm shooting because it's going to come into frame. Between today and next Thursday, I have to film videos to include how many recipes? 1, 2, 3, potentially 7 or 8 recipes. So I'm like going bonkers inside right now. But I'm going to stay hydrated and we're going to get this done. Because one step at a time, it will be okay. And if it's not acceptable, we'll just have to do it again when I come back from vacay. Woo! Wow, okay. Aaron, should I bring out the mop?
Not yet.
Okay. I just spilled water all over. Now I gotta mop up the water spill. Am I not silly, Fred? Am I not so silly? Fred, do you like the kitchen floor now? Do you want your box? I can bring over your box if that's more comfy. Would you like your box? That's a yes. That's a yes. I mean, Viennetta isn't awful. I just want to make that clear. It's just not worth the money for me. Like, if you like mass-produced ice cream treats, Viennetta is quite nice. It is a very gentle processed food, yes. Alright, bowl time. Man, oh man, I need it. That was a little sharp. What am I doing here? Oh, I just lost my cake tester to the crevice between the oven and the stove. Jesus Christ. What a day. What a day. And my spatula is disgustingly greasy. Do you see that shit? Ew. What's on here? My life is back to being a mess. What a delight. Yeah, Viennetta is super expensive here. It's like a novelty luxury. I hear in Germany it can be as low as 1 to 2 euros if you get it on sale. It's just crazy how expensive it is here. For the kind of shit that goes into making it, I don't understand how they justify that price. I guess, you know, it just looks pretty. Freddie's not a fan, I guess. Freddie, you're not a fan of this? I'm sorry. I am still so tense in this area, like between my shoulders, up and down, my spine. There was a wooden spoon that sounded much more calming than this, and I'm trying to remember which one it was. Hi Sarah, welcome to your second live ever. There is, by the way, no need or pressure or obligation to watch ads. I just turn them on because it gives me a little bit of ad revenue, but I don't want anyone sitting there watching ads to earn me pennies, okay? It's not worth the time in your life to watch those fucking ads. I skip my own ads. I don't watch my own ads. It's not the best way to earn money. So please, if you have something better to do with your life, skip the fucking ad because we don't need more of that shit in our lives, okay? But thank you for watching. Okay, today I'm making a super simple hosted video for a recipe for roasted pumpkin seeds. Mostly I think it will basically involve the method of how to clean out a pumpkin or squash, differentiating between a squash and a pumpkin, whether or not you can use seeds from either one to make roasted pumpkin seeds. The answer for me at least is going to be yes. If you're interested in checking it out, it's a super simple recipe. That is a link. Hopefully I get this done super fast before my camera battery runs out, because it is a Saturday after all, and I absolutely should not be working, but I have done this to myself, and we're just gonna make the best of it. I know I shouldn't work. I know I'm being a very bad girl. But also, I don't know how to be a good girl anymore in this world. Isn't that sad? true, bathroom break. You know the kind of anxiety that makes you feel like you have to poop? That's the kind that I have now, except I'm pretty sure I don't have to poop. It just makes me feel like my intestines are kind of falling out. That's what it feels like. That's when you know it's bad. Oh, man. Still gonna try to laugh it off, though, because ain't nothing to do but to do it. Pumpkins are pretty amazing. You can carve them, roast them. Okay. I'm just looking over the intro to kind of debrief myself, think up of a more organic intro to have for the video that isn't a verbatim read-through of this already written intro, because who wants to see me read off a script? Variations, ranch. Ooh, do I still have ranch? I might still have ranch. Yes! Look at that. Ranch. Do I have taco seasoning? I feel like I do. Yes, I do. Or cinnamon sugar for an added pop of flavor. That is true. That is true. Yes, Freddie, you are the best. I could have made a really good show on American Idol, y'all. I could have been the unforgettable laughter one. Hi, Fred. Do 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 do. Melted butter. Okay. Melted butter. Aaron, we still have not used this goat butter that we bought. Got it at Whole Foods, I think. Hi, Freddie, back in your box. Bring your attention back to the present moment, and yes, forever. That is our life. We have to remind ourselves to come back to the present forever, because we're not good at doing that anymore, unfortunately. Ooh, do you think Italian seasoning would taste good? Let's see what else we got going on in here. Ooh, should I use the Syrian spice blend? I feel like that would smell really good and taste really good on pumpkin seeds. Let's open it up. Right, Fred? Right? Why not try new things, right? How do I get Fred in here? There he is. Okay, I don't think that's gonna be good on the pumpkin seeds, because that's gonna kind of burn on a high heat roast. Never mind. I do feel like Italian seasoning might have some potential. What do y'all think? Potential? No potential? Garlic parmesan, that sounds really good too. Black pepper would be good too. be falling on me like that. I have nightmares about my spice cabinet just colliding and avalanching out. Definitely grated way too much. There it is. Okay, well, this is all just for show because for posted recipes where it's a pre-written recipe and it's already live, I can't really change the recipe. I can give options, but when we're roasting the seeds, I'm just gonna roast them plain. I think what I'll do is roast them plain and then I can toss them in the spices. If they don't stay, I can toss them in a little more butter, toss the spices on so that they stick, and then throw them back in the oven for just 5 minutes to like adhere those spices. Ooh, sorry guys. I'm a little burpy boy today. Aaron, I am going to start recording soon. If you could keep your audio down. Gracias. Wow, I look so much more tired than I thought I did. How do I make myself look more put together when I don't have the energy to look like anything? Hair, you know, it can really make you look quite frazzled. Honestly, when I'm shooting my own videos, I don't give a shit what I look like, but this is for a job. I have to look professional, whatever that means. Do I look professional enough yet, guys? I hope so. This is the best I can muster up today. Hello, Colette's Journey. Oh man, I forgot how bad afternoon light is too. It's super sharp. The best time to film a video with natural lighting is in the morning.
Yes.
I'm really tired and don't feel like talking right now, which is why I'm doing all of the visual footage, if you will. read Alicia Kennedy. She writes a newsletter. Most of the time it's about food and the food world and companies who produce food. If you don't, I highly recommend reading her, especially if you care about kind of the ethics of food. Recently, she pushed out a newsletter that expanded on who the parent company behind Diamond Kosher Salt is. Diamond salt is frequently used in restaurants. Literally every single restaurant I've ever worked at uses Diamond. They are owned by a big corporation. They were bought out, I think in the 90s maybe, or 2000s. Don't quote me, I can't remember anything because my brain is mush. But basically, I did not know that they were owned by that big company, and apparently she didn't know either for a very long time. But now we know, and if anyone wants to shift away from Diamond Kosher Salt, just know that kosher salt, different companies will have different textures, and the concentration of saltiness is different per volume because the flakes are different. And so when you have finer flakes or lighter flakes, you know, that will cause the salt to taste saltier or less salty depending on how much you use. So Aaron's favorite kosher salt is actually David's. I don't really know who owns David's. It says distributed by Flavor Delight. So I haven't done research on David's yet, but I'm assuming David's is potentially better than whoever owns Diamond. So there you have it, if you're interested. I am gonna go back to shooting the video right now, but her name is Alicia Kennedy. I'm pretty sure if you Google it, you can find it. You can do the work, guys. I trust you. I believe in you. Oh. Oh my god. Is that the door here? No, I think it's a delivery. Who is it? Okay. His name is Greg, and he's doing some work in the building.
Sure it is. Doing some more still packages.
He sounds like a nerd, but
He sounds
he sounds like
like a nerd.
a rising corporate nerd. We do have instances of people who steal packages from our building, though, so. Hi, Fred. What are you doing staring at me in the middle of the floor like that? Hmm? Look at our boy. Just being a creep. You're being a creep, Fred. My hair is a mess. It is less of a mess now. Hello, the other one. Hello, Jen. Hello, Yoshi. It is not snowing yet. Filming audio, Aaron. Come autumn, it's pumpkin season, and you can carve it, you can cook it, put it into soups, into desserts, into anything you want. But, do you ever do something with the seeds? And if you don't, why not? Why? Who is it? Verizon 39.99 300 internet.
Verizon's the building now?
Yes.
Yes. Next time, our able comes up.
Well, alright. Sorry, y'all, that was Verizon. Apparently, you can get 300 Mbps speed internet for $39.99 now. Seems like a good deal. What's our speed? 400? That was my fault. I told him 3. Looks like Verizon's gonna fight with Spectrum. I hope they kill each other because I hate them both. I really want RCN to service my building, but they're basically been pushed out by the big guys like Spectrum and Comcast and blah blah blah. So I only have shit options now. And he was not wearing his mask properly. Like full on, not only nose exposed, but like upper lip exposed. What's the point? Take the mask off at that point.
Yeah.
Anyway.
He's playing for the ending.
Where was I? I got very distracted. Now I have to watch the playback to see if the knock got caught on camera. I hate this. I hate this. focus, but I'm not gonna film it again. Today we're gonna show you what to do with those pumpkin seeds and how to make them delicious. The best part is, all you need are 3 ingredients: butter, kosher salt, and of course, your pumpkin seeds. We're gonna wait for the plane to pass. I hear it. It's like that sneeze that's not coming out of your nose. Whatever. Are you coming or not, dude? You'll also need an oven, a baking... Aaron, I'm sorry, you really can't talk right now. Is that possible? Can you play without talking? Can I have a response? Thank you. It's been like this the whole pandemic. All you need is an oven, a baking sheet, some cooking spray, or parchment paper, your choice. I personally prefer the cooking spray, no waste. Brilliant. This is why a 30-minute recipe takes 3 hours to film. Oh, God. Do you ever get so tired you feel like your kidneys hurt? Like through your flesh, you feel your organs hurt? Melted butter gives your pumpkin seeds a nice little toasty richness, but if you're vegan, you can definitely sub in some vegetable oil. Why did I fuck up that last word? That was perfect until the last word. Melted butter gives your roasted pumpkin seeds a deliciously rich flavor, but if you're vegan, you can also substitute in your choice of cooking oil. Aaron, I'm doing intros right now. I would really appreciate it if you refrain from talking. Is it possible or not? That way I can know. I can shoot different things if you can't refrain from talking. Can you give me a verbal response?
Yes.
Thank you. Fuck my life. I'm really not feeling it today, guys. On the verge of a mental breakdown. Hello, Linda. We're good, we're here. And while our baseline recipe only calls for seasoning with kosher salt, that doesn't mean that you can't go a little bit crazier with yours. You can season your batches with anything from taco seasoning to Italian seasoning to ranch powder. You can also go in with some cinnamon sugar if you feel like making it sweet. This is basically a no recipe recipe that allows you to let your imagination run free. Run free. What do I want to say next? You're going to need about 2 cups of seeds for this recipe batch size, but that doesn't mean that you can't scale it up or down depending on how much of a pumpkin seed stock you have. And speaking of pumpkins, did you know that pumpkins are squashes? I left out a single word. Now we gotta do it again. And here comes a plane. Ugh. People have already started returning to the office, but because my job has evolved during the pandemic to involve a lot of filming from home, I'm staying home for the most part until I'm needed on photo sets. And speaking of pumpkins, did you know that all pumpkins are squashes, but not all squashes are pumpkins? This means that any winter squash will probably have seeds that you can roast. So that includes butternut squash, kabocha squash, my personal favorite, as well as fun, less popular ones like the golden nugget. Cute, huh? This means that whether you have a pumpkin on hand or a squash on hand, as long as you have those hearty little seeds in the middle, you can make this recipe, and you can make them delicious. Why are we talking about bongs? Oh man. I'll take a bong too. Alright, I'm gonna quickly wash these, and so we don't contaminate them. I guess I should say that on camera, huh? Okay, let's say it on camera. For me, in terms of prepping squash and pumpkins, I gotta wash them first because we'll be cleaving right through their exteriors to cut them wide open. I don't want any nasty pesticides or dirt to get into that pumpkin. So go ahead, rinse them clean, dry them with a towel, and then we can proceed. have a camera that takes voice commands. That way I don't have to reach over with needy or wet hands to touch my camera to make it go and stop in terms of recording. When I make recipes that involve a lot of meat, it is a rough day for my hands. In between every single take, I have to wash my hands. And then my camera inevitably gets super gunky. By the way, if you live in the Woodside area, or even Sunnyside or Jackson Heights, which are my neighboring neighborhoods, if you want some squash, let me know. I probably won't get to cooking all of these before I leave for Egypt, so. Verizon man did compliment me on my socks though. He seemed nice, honestly. Just wish he could wear a fucking mask properly. I do have honey nut at farmers markets. I haven't seen them at my local markets. And unfortunately, I haven't had a chance to go to the farmers market in quite a while. Has anyone ever roasted like field pumpkin seeds? Because this is my first time doing so, but my food director told me you can. So I've never actually carved a pumpkin before, so I've never had to deal with the seeds inside. Does anyone cook field pumpkins? Does it taste like disgusting pumpkins or not? Should I even try to cook with this or not? It would be fun though. I have heard that field pumpkins taste disgusting, but I've never verified this for myself. So I'm curious to see what you guys think. And if you do, not edible. Okay, heard that, chef. I guess it's just you can cook it and you can eat it, but it doesn't taste great. To begin, we're going to preheat our oven to 350 degrees, and then I'm going to spray my sheet pan down with some cooking spray to grease it for a non-stick release. God, another plane. They're non-stop today. It's exhausting. Then we're going to remove the seeds from the pumpkin. I like to trim off the stem and the bottom so that I give myself a level Nope, that's not what I wanted to say. Actually, do I want to trim off the stem? Maybe not. The stem seems very hard to trim. Then we're going to remove the seeds from the pumpkin. Now, of course, if you're carving this pumpkin out for Halloween, for decorations, you're going to take that top lid off with that stem end attached, and you're probably going to use a spoon to scoop it out from the top. If you're not using that pumpkin for that purpose, why did you buy a field pumpkin? There are much more. There are much more delicious pumpkin varieties out there, by the way. For my other squashes, I like to trim off their little nubby stem ends, give myself a little bit more of a level playing ground so that they don't roll around on the cutting board, and I like to slice them in half to expose that center where the seeds live. Fuck this plane! Fuck! Oh, Jesus Christ.
For my other squashes, I like to trim off their low nubby stem ends, give myself a little bit more of a level playing ground so that they don't roll around on the cutting board, and I like to slice them in half to expose that center where the seeds live.
Fuck. The plane cut me off. That cut down the middle will expose that center where the seeds live. Then you can use a spoon to help you scoop out the seeds, and then we're going to place the seeds in a colander or in a little sieve. We're going to run it under water, and we're going to try to loosen it from all the little fibrous bits. Release them from that pulpy mixture, and then we're going to dry them on paper towels. You really want to make sure your seeds are completely dry before tossing them in oil and spices, otherwise they won't stick. What's a grabber, Noreen? Bye, Lena. When I work on the weekends like this, I like putting on a live so that it feels less like work. Does that make sense? So I understand it's not the most entertaining for y'all, but thank you for keeping me company. Yeah, I mean, obviously this is a production for a media corporation, so they want it to be clean of noise. And also because I'm not filming all of the plane in one continuous take, it's very awkward to just have a plane sound coming into the clip and then be cut off abruptly because we have to transition to the next shot. So there's like a lot of post-production things to think about when I'm shooting too. Especially in an uncontrolled environment like natural lighting, background noise, yada yada yada. Transfer your cleaned, dried seeds to a large bowl, toss in your butter, toss in your salt, and at this point you can toss in your other spices if you want to as well. Another plane. Spread your sheet. Spread your seeds out on that sheet tray and go ahead and make sure you're patting them into a single even layer. No overlapping. Aaron, are you playing your game on the TV?
Yeah, that's the only way I can do it, because it's on the Switch.
So I'm getting all the background noise from your game in my video.
Right now.
I'm trying, guys. But you can see why I get bitchy when I'm stressed. I guess it's not an excuse to be bitchy, but no excuses needed. I'm just a bitch sometimes. Can't be nice all the fucking time. No overlapping allowed if you want those seeds to get evenly baked and evenly crispy. It's also just like such a, I think it makes me envious and jealous when Aaron is just playing games in the background when I have to work. Like there's a part of me that gets triggered, if that makes sense. Where I'm just like, wow, I feel like shit. I have to work. Other people don't have to work. I have to work. And then it triggers this like guilt complex of like, well, it's my fault that I'm working on a weekend, isn't it? I didn't draw clear enough boundaries for myself, did I? Why did I accept this assignment? Anyway, just a little mental stream. We're gonna let the seeds bake for about 20 to 25 minutes. We're gonna take them out about every 5 to 10 to check. Depending on the size and the thickness of your seeds, some bake faster than others. So definitely give them a flip, look at them. Are they golden? Are they toasty? Are they getting too brown? Because if the shells of the seeds are getting brown, that means the inner actual part of that seed that you're gonna enjoy eating the most is getting very, very brown. Let's do a second take because that was too long and I should have cut myself off earlier so that I didn't stutter, but I did stutter and now I don't know what part of that clip they can use. So, here's another plane. Welcome to my life. Isn't it great? We're gonna bake these seeds for about 20 to 25 minutes, stirring occasionally. Depending on the size and the thickness of your seeds, some may take longer than others to bake fully. This is why I recommend that you check in on your seeds about every 10 minutes or so, take the tray out, give the seeds a stir, and look at them. Are they golden? If the seeds' exterior coats are getting brown, that means your inner seeds are definitely brown. And we don't want brown, because brown means bitter. What we're looking for is for that butter and that salt to form a kind of dry coat on the exterior of the seed. We want the seed to look slightly golden, but not thoroughly golden. When you are in thoroughly golden territory, it is very easy to step into that golden brown territory, and that territory we don't really want to be in, unless you like it better. I won't stop you. You coming, you're going. You're coming. You do you. We love the freedom of personal choice. And Aaron is still talking, even though he said he wouldn't. Okay. I think I'm done filming the audio part, so it should get more relaxed for me now because I have less consideration for the background sounds now. One more thing I have to record. If you are baking seeds from different squashes, I highly recommend you keep those seeds separate. This will mean that seeds of a more uniform size and thickness can go with each other, preventing you from burning one while the other is undercooked. Hello, Chelsea. We were saying that leggings are probably not a good idea in Egypt, so I probably will just have to wear pants. I'm gonna suck it up, whatever. Are you guys enjoying watching me melt down slowly on camera? It's fun, isn't it? It's fun, isn't it? Dun, 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 dun. Oh, sometimes I get so stressed, I induce my own period. So, very excited to see if that happens. Oh, so where's my knife? I can't find my knife. Definitely needs a sharpening, guys. I guess I should carve this guy first. And I guess I should carve him from up top. Because that's the one that I VO'd. Ooh, what's this? Interesting. Wonder if that's been there all along. I just don't have a longish tunic, y'all. everywhere. Should I make a jack-o'-lantern, y'all? By the way, do they start rotting or do they keep? I need to go look at your chat. I don't really need Delish to give me a new knife. I need hers to let us unionize and install a contract in place. That's what I need. Knives, I can take care of myself. I've heard that there are more seeds in the little pumpkins. I don't know if that's a myth, but that's what I hear. And if any of you are wondering why I haven't turned on the oven yet, despite saying that's our first step, it's because shooting recipes oftentimes take me 3 times as long. So there's no point in having a heated oven on. What do you think would happen if I just roasted this whole? Bye, Linda. Yes, absolutely. Delish should pay June more, should turn into Hearst, should let workers unionize. That is absolutely 100%. Is Budget Eats out yet, guys? I was told it would be out. When it comes to really simple recipe videos, I have to think to myself, what can we add in here to make it seem like it's worth a video?
Which are certain lines of it.
Smells like Halloween in here. All the Halloweens I remember as a kid.
Pumpkin guts.
Mm-hmm.
I love costas. Chia and apple cider, really? Huh. Interesting. This is turning out to be longer than the time that I spent filming Linzer cookies yesterday because of how meticulous this process of extracting seeds is. And especially because I'm trying to demo different kinds of squash. Hello, how do you feel? What a name. What a name. I saved some butternut squash from the last time I cooked it, so I have more seeds. Didn't wash it though. Which is a mistake because they are so much harder to wash off once they're dried on. No acorn squash, I'm sorry. I've never actually really had acorn squash. Do you guys like it? I will tell you what though, I hate spaghetti squash. Hello, Evelyn. Alright, you know what? I'm not gonna do the kabocha squash because I know those seeds are gonna be really tough and massive, so I'm just gonna not cut open that one, but I will cut open this new squash that I got. I'm very curious. I've never had it before. I don't even think I've seen it before. Golden nugget is what it's called. Catboy candy is what? This does look very golden indeed. I think I just chipped the tip of my knife. No. Another casualty. One thing to note when you're cutting with knives and through... That's not what I wanted to say. Yes, goodbye, ugly car. One thing to note when you're cutting through pumpkins is be very careful. Get a sharp knife, but also get a solid grip. If you're not careful, it will really be a Halloween fest. Once I have that top center part exposed, I like to keep one hand off to one side of the pumpkin and my knife hand off to the other. I don't want those to overlap just in case something goes awry. Both of my hands are safe. I like to slice down one side all the way through, turn the pumpkin 180 degrees, slice down the other, and basically crack it open. So these are the seeds that actually look like kabocha seeds, I feel like. Very similar. If I feel like it, maybe I'll take a break after this and do another live where we cook with this squash. Who doesn't have friends? June doesn't. Really wish my oven came with 3 racks. Does anybody's oven only have 2 racks? I feel like I could get a lot more testing done if I had 3 racks. It smells almost herby. Wow, this is, you're missing out. I don't know if you can hear from all the way there, but very ASMR. I am now really glad I did not try to film this next week, because I would have had an actual breakdown, I think. It's taking way longer than I expected. Besides, it's just kind of like when you're stressed about something and you're anxious, I just feel like for myself it's better to take care of it rather than spend days being anxious about it, thinking about it. I'd just rather do it. Get it out of the way. I think my next mode of action is just to say no to assignments. Should this ever happen again? Should have known better. I don't know. think now we can get ready to preheat the oven. Just showing the different sizes of seeds off. It's been so long, my melted butter has unmelted itself. You know what? I can probably just put it over here on the stove and it'll warm up. Okay. Now we are going to spray the sheet paper. Just trying to gradually warm up my butter. So I don't think I have a full 2 cups here. I think I might have a cup. Sure do. Barely a cup. That's from 1 pumpkin. Which means I will only be using half of this butter and half of the salt that's called for. we have a troll? Is that what's happening? Damn. Thanks for reporting, y'all. Sometimes the internet does suck, huh? I can see you. You're not in chat purgatory. Are you leaving now? Aaron? Aaron? Aaron,
What's up?
are you leaving now? When are you leaving?
I said 5.
So, like 4:45 is when you're leaving?
Yeah.
Guys, I don't know if my cell phone's gonna run out of battery, so if this live abruptly ends, I do apologize. I did not think it was gonna take this long, truly. honestly thought I would be exaggerating when I said that. I did not know that this would be the case. Bye, Susan. Let's move the camera that isn't working for close-ups. What do you mean? Two butternut squashes yields about less than half a cup. I'm gonna go with ranch on this one. new squash, the golden nugget, also yielded about a third of a cup. No, I forgot to spray the second tray, didn't I? Whoops. Oh well. Let us hope for the best. I think I just heard this first seed pop inside the oven. Does anybody want to be a mod? Sorry. As you can see, I am working. No time to get the trolls out. And if you ever want to not be a mod, you can let me know and I will demod you. Thank you, Allison. As with cooking anything, cooking pumpkin seeds is a full sensory experience. As soon as you start to hear those seeds popping in the oven, you might want to give them a check. You might even want to pull it out, let it rest, let it cool down, and just take a bite to see if they're ready. Because as soon as they pop, that means that moisture is getting out, and all that's left to do is for the sugars inside to burn. I thrifted this shirt. Fred. Did you come because you heard I was exasperated? Are you here to save me? Hi, buddy. What's that look for? What you trying to say to me? Well, there goes my charger. plug you guys into a longer charger. That one flew off. Fred is 10, we've been told. I'm not sure.
Hi, buddy. Hi, baby. Hi. Hi. Are you bored? You want attention? Oh, I'm sure you do. It smells like butter in here, doesn't it? It smells good, huh? Yes? I just washed my hands, too. Now I have to wash them again, Fred. You want more scritchies? But I'm working. I'm working on a weekend. Isn't that silly? Isn't that silly? Hi, babe. Okay, I gotta go back to work. I'm sorry. Keep in mind that while you can season it however you want, the seasoning will also affect the cooking time. If, for example, you use ranch powder and it has stuff like buttermilk in it, it will caramelize and burn sooner. This will also be the case if you use cinnamon sugar, because sugar will literally caramelize. So for this recipe, it's truly essential to keep your eye on it after. Let's do that again. So for this recipe, it's truly essential that you keep your eye on the tray, especially after 10 to 15 minutes have elapsed. It's always better to err on the side of underdone and retoast them as needed than overdone and burnt.
As far as can you eat the exterior and the shell, of course you can, but do be careful. It's a little less nutty and a lot more fibrous. So if you eat too many of these, just be prepared. These are really good. These are really good. I do think I have to change the recipe though. I think 20 minutes is enough time. And it currently reads 25. It's 350 on the recipe, Linda, and I just went 5 minutes under the dictated time because I wanted to be on the safe side, and I'm glad I did. Whether you go plain, savory, or sweet, pumpkin seeds are one of the most delicious snacks you can make while reducing your food waste. If you make this recipe, we want to know what spices you put on your pumpkin seeds. Drop us a note down below and let us know. Was it good? Oh wow, these are good. Very crispy. Budget Eats is supposed to go live today. I'm not sure what's going on. I'm gonna be very sad because I promised the people at Food Share of South Carolina that I would send them the link today. They're one of the people who reached out to me to do this episode, so I hope it materializes today. Companionship is a two-way street. Oh my god, there's still almost 160 of you here. That's insane. Wow. Time to do dishes. If you thought it couldn't get more boring, it does. caramel. Bye, Eileen. All right, y'all. I'm gonna sign off. I think we're done. We're wrapped. If I decide to come on live later tonight, you'll know that something has broken inside of me. But I hope you enjoyed hanging out, and thank you for being here. And happy Saturday. And treat yourself well if you can, and stay hydrated. Speaking of. I think you can probably roast in the air fryer, but depending on how powerful your air convection is in that fryer, it might burn some of them. I don't know. I don't own an air fryer, so I'm not the best person to ask. But if they're heavy enough, like the bigger guys, I think you could. Just check on them pretty frequently. Peace.